Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to the graduation of 2020. We're going to commence the graduation ceremony. If I can please ask you to take your seats. Thank you very much.
I'd like to invite Jana Isa to the stage in order to read from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Jana. Ladies and gentlemen, please may I kindly ask you to stand up for a minute of silence on the passing of His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, a huge loss to the UAE and the world. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly be seated. The Futtaim Education Foundation and the Futtaim Group would like to wish His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of United Arab Emirates, the success to lead our nation into a bright future and prosperity.
I'd like to welcome to the stage our head teacher, Mr. Pettit.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am so grateful that we are gathered, that we are together, and that we have so many outstanding young people to celebrate today. Before I start, I would like to make some housekeeping reminders. In the event of fire alarms sounding, please leave via the exit signs and follow the directions of the staff. The muster point is at the front of the hotel by the fountains. Please can I remind you of social distancing protocols in place. It is important to wear masks at all times. We fully understand your desire to record this event, but please remain in your seats. We are taking photographs and these will be available in the upcoming days. Thank you all so much for joining us. You are all welcome and it's such a pleasure. I would particularly like to welcome Mr. Omar Al Futtaim, Vice Chairman and CEO of the Futtaim Group and Chairman of the Futtaim Education Foundation Board, to the members of the Futtaim family and the Futtaim Education Foundation, our governing body, and the members of the DAS board. Thank you for being here and sharing in such a special occasion in the life of Deer International School. The life of some deservedly proud parents. We know parents have been through so much in the past few years. All over the world there has been lockdowns, restrictions, and the ongoing threat to safety. Parents have often had to balance this need of work, with remote learning at home, and then of course the transition back to school with face-to-face learning. Our partnership between educators and parents has withstood a most difficult challenge. I'm thrilled to say that for this International Baccalaureate class of 2022, and of course your parents, it is mission accomplished. So I extend the warmest welcome to all our parents and families, whether you're here today or watching this ceremony online. The success we are all celebrating today is a reflection of the work of the students, but also many years of support which you have provided for your children. They may not say it often, but I know they are grateful. I would also like to welcome the members of staff who are here today. Again, I know that their teaching, alongside the motivation and intervention that they've provided, has been fundamental in the achievements of the young people sat amongst us today. And finally, welcome to our students, the people that make DIS so special, our graduating class of 2022. And by the way, you all look amazing. A remarkable chapter in your life story is coming to a close. What began in primary school as a story of a bright-eyed and innocent infant playing with Play-Doh and Lego concludes today with a bold, ambitious and confident young person in tile and gown looking ahead confidently to the future. This has been a very important chapter. You've grown, had wins, taken knocks, developed as a person and adapted to succeed. That's what got you here. And the great news is that this story, your story, is really just getting started. The future stretches out ahead of you. While there is uncertainty and undoubtedly challenges ahead, there is huge opportunity, fulfillment and enjoyment in the chapters and stories to come. Now, I'm a few chapters ahead of you, so if you'll indulge me, I'd like to share a few thoughts about making the most of what's to come. For me, there are three big habits, big picture habits. Firstly, articulate your vision, work hard and build relationships. On vision firstly, almost everyone has dreams and hopes, but it's the people that write them down and go after them are the ones that realise them. A dream is just a thought. A dream written down, though, becomes a plan or an objective, something to go for. So ask yourself, what is your game plan? What is it you want to achieve and become? What is your passion? Have you thought big enough? Have you done yourself justice? Nelson Mandela said once, there is no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that is less than one that you are capable of living. So articulate your vision, think big, write your plan and go for it. Adapt it when you need to. This is where hard work comes in and the realization that failure will happen. You will embarrass yourself at some point in your life. I certainly have many times. My advice is to get over it quickly, recover quickly, and stay focused. It is not, of course, the warmest graduation messages, but it is, of course, an important one. Failure is unwelcome, but it's a learning and personal development opportunity. Take the opportunity to learn if and when you fail. Look around you this evening. There are so many very successful people in here. I bet they have a story to tell you about failure. I believe success depends much on hard work. Supporting your vision, your plan with hard work is the straightest line to achieving your goals. Not talent, not luck, not blind optimism, and, bringing me to my final point, not going it alone. Build relationships. You need others and they need you. It's important to build a social environment and a social space where you will thrive. Building and maintaining strong relationships in life is the glue that holds everything together. You should be clear in what you want to achieve, but make sure you try to explore, celebrate, and share your story with others. Whenever you can, pursue your goals with the support of others and never at the expense of others. Success is far better, victory is far sweeter, and progress far more important when they are shared with others. Much like what we celebrate today, we of course celebrate together. So articulate your vision, work hard, and build those relationships. Try to lead a life free from regrets. The world needs young people like you right now, brilliant, caring problem solvers, I guess our IB students. So go out there and give it your all and be the best you possibly can be. You have so many exciting chapters to write, and I can't wait to hear your stories. Class of 2022, congratulations and good luck. I have the confidence you will attempt what is hard and achieve what is great. We won't forget about you, so please don't forget about us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pettit. I would like to now welcome to the stage our head of IB, Mr. Cleary.
Good evening, parents, staff, Futtaim Education Foundation board members, special guests, and of course our graduating class of 2022. On behalf of the IB team and our students, I would like to thank all staff at DIS who have contributed and supported our students on their journey at DIS from FS to year 13. To our IB staff, thank you for going above and beyond to support our students, to enable them to achieve their potential. While we face many challenges together, the ability of DIS staff to maintain their high standards through a global pandemic is a testament to your professionalism. To our parent body, firstly, congratulations. It's also a big day for you. Thank you for your ongoing support and trust you've placed in me and our team. Having an engaged and supportive parent body is one of the key reasons for the continued success of our IB programme at DIS. To the Futtaim Education Foundation Board, thank you for your continued support and innovation. The development of All Academy, School of Humanity, internships, scholarships and industry links continue to allow us to offer a unique IB experience to our students. I would like to especially highlight the Futtaim Education Foundation's board commitment to the Arabic A language at DIS. Today we celebrate the first students to graduate from DIS who have completed a bilingual diploma, having studied both IB language and literature in English and Arabic A. Can I ask for the following students to be upstanding? To our graduating class, I would like to thank each and every one of you for the positive contribution you've made to our student community. It's been an immensely rewarding experience for the IB team to support this group over the last 2 years. This year's main examination period encapsulates how this group will be remembered at DIS. It is often said that during the most challenging times, during the examination period, the group demonstrated immense determination and dedication to their academics. Most satisfying was seeing the cohesiveness and the unity of the group over this time. The support, the care, the encouragement of each and every person in our group throughout this period was the highlight of our journey together. These values and character traits will be how we will end the group. Congratulations on all you've achieved and the amazing adults you have become. We look forward to welcoming you back to the DIS at every opportunity and to hear about the next chapters of your lives, wherever that may be. Thank you and take care. We will now begin graduating on the class of 2022. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Simon O'Connor and Ms. Mira Alfred. Before we begin, just a quick reminder to the students, this is your time. Please pause in the middle. We've got the photographer front and centre. So please take your time. Pause, get your picture. We want to make sure we've got the members. Please take the time to come through. And in fact, Charlie Drew, dear friends, Antara Guria. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Dewey. I would like to now invite our academic staff to the stage who will be presenting the Academic and Leadership Awards. Good evening. I feel honored and cherished to be achievements of one of our hard-working students. The IB Career Rating Program Award is presented to a student who achieves excellence and attainment across a variety of subjects, BTEC and reflective subjects. The awardee has emerged as a lifelong learner who has demonstrated tremendous dedication to his studies and has made a positive difference to their peers. The awardee has achieved this with a sense of community and empathy. She will no doubt be a success in the field of aviation. The IB Career Rating Program Award 2022 goes to Penny French.
The DIS Service Learning Program develops students as thoughtful and active citizens in their communities. The program develops students' ability to think about the needs, values and perspectives of other people. The recipient demonstrated high levels of integrity and initiative throughout the program. He helped a struggling village in Ethiopia by donating food and clothing. Within the school community, he supported the school library by organising donations to Kenya and reading to children. The Service Learning Award 2022 goes to Abdullah Azmi.
class of 2022 fills me with such a sense of pride and responsibility. Despite all the ups and downs that we went through in the 2 years of higher education, nothing resonates with me more than to see life as God will have at us. It wasn't a smooth path, with determination, discipline, and dedication to get here. I'm pleased and personally proud to present the Fellowship Award to a very deserving student who agreed with me that his journey was worth it. The student has succeeded through perseverance, determination, and ability to shine through all walls. I've enjoyed teaching and mentoring over the past few years. I'm proud of her outstanding achievement and remarkable personal growth. She has mastered the art of critically analyzing knowledge issues and solving unseen technical complexities. She has maintained her attainment while being a pillar of strength in her fellows. From organizing fun days with her peers when we should have been to school, to planning special surprises for her teachers. She has a natural talent. She's also mentored the younger students in our school. This student embodies DI's values and ideal level of life attributes. I'm confident that she will demand a better world for all of us. The student reminds us that the key to success in life is not to get ahead of others, but to get ahead of ourselves. I'm proud to present DI's 2022 Fellowship Award to Sarah Valley.
Creativity, activity and service. Our students have certainly been creative and continue to demonstrate the virtues that we want to see in our world. Experiences have ranged from virtual concerts to card tricks and illusions, from donating pets to our inaugural Emirates Literature Festival. The Dream Big students who will leave their legacy through the redevelopment of the Ivy Common Room workspaces to the student who looked after their neighbour's cat. It is this helping of others that our winners demonstrated through their past journey. They will also build on their personal skills and they learn some new ones, learning to ride a bike for the first time, participating in sporting activities and performing art projects, and their passion and dedication to a variety of service groups. Their past portfolio is full of examples of helping others. Our winner epitomises the true characteristics of an Ivy student, taking the time to commit to activities and projects that build important qualities and skills outside the classroom. The 2022 award for creativity, activity and service goes to Safa Zia.
Good evening everyone. It's my honour to be giving the Sports Person Award for graduates of 2022. Very, very tough decision this year. We had many students that were worthy of this award. We had to pick one, and we picked someone that was dedicated and committed to sport all the way through their journey at DIS to the very end. This person's had a wonderful journey at DES, and they've embraced challenges, taken risks, and always given their all while playing sport. They've been a captain, a leader, a role model to those around them, and have always gone the extra mile to help others develop. They've been a key member of nearly every sports team since they've been in school, and had a positive impact on morale, spirit, and motivation of the teams they've been involved with. They've been thoroughly dedicated to training sessions and help coach younger players too. More recently, this person has captained the under-18 basketball team while being an integral part of under-18 netball team, touch rugby team, and football teams. Their main passion would be the basketball, where they have scored a huge number of points throughout the years, helping the under-18 basketball team go 2 seasons unbeaten. This person has been in school since they've been in year 8 and has participated and encouraged others to participate in sports since then. They will be sorely missed within the school, but we wish them all the very best at the University of Toronto. Congratulations to our winner of Sportsperson 2022, Khadija Mohammed.
Congratulations to our award winners. We'd like to invite Adi Mada on the stage to present the Valedictorian Award. Good evening. I would like to welcome you all. Mr. Futtaim, Vice Chairman of Futtaim Group and the Chairman of Futtaim Education Foundation, the EIS Board of Directors, the EIS leaders, and the EIS teachers and staff. Also, a warm welcome goes to all of you, our precious students and your families. Thank you all for being part of this wonderful school over the years and for taking part in a unique journey that has led you down this path of celebration and success. Before I give the award, I would like to leave you, the graduates, with 2 small pieces of advice as you prepare to embark on the next chapter of your life journey. Number 1, be passionate. You live once. Choose the educational and later on career path and work path that bring you both personal joy and satisfaction and help you unlock your full potential. Let your passion guide you in everything you do, and don't be scared to choose the road less traveled by. To me, there is a valuable element of healthy psychosis in every passionate person. Changing the world in the face of established social, political, and cultural norms and prevailing cognitive biases requires just that. The courage to be the one to make the first step, to see things that very few have seen before, to hear things that very few have heard before. The passion to be devoted by the pursuit of ideas that are bigger than yourselves. Also be kind. Do no harm, protect from harm, and be fair to others. Increase the individual's social footprint and give back wherever you can. Be kind not just to people, but to all forms of life, and try and leave our planet in a better shape than the one you find it as. I wish you guys graduate success and joy in every step of your future journey. Thank you very much. I would like to present the Valedictorian Award. The awardee is an intelligent and sincere student. His academic performance has been consistent, and his potential to grasp new concepts is rare to find in a student of his age. He His IB assignments were perfectly written and presented, and tell a story of his high intellect, discipline, and determination to succeed. One such example is his extended essay. For his research project, he researched chemical concepts and modeled these mathematically to show how thermodynamic properties in the material behave similar to ideal gases, making graphene an innovative choice for future applications. The awardee computer science and mathematical skills are highly developed, and the clarity of his thought process enables him to extend his learning beyond all curriculum limits. On top of all that, he has led the student body with integrity and humility in his role as the head boy. Please join me in offering the Valedictorian Award for the class of 2022 to Zuhair.
Good evening, everyone. What I love about a day like today is the shared emotions, a mixture of joy, relief, and excitement that we all must be feeling to some extent. Teachers, families, and parents most of all, it can rest a bit easier knowing that us students have completed a vital stage of our lives. And us students get to revel in the pride and satisfaction of looking at all the smiles on our loved ones' faces. Standing here in front of you all, I must say what I feel most strongly is gratitude. I'm overwhelmed by that feeling, so I devote this speech to everyone whose efforts and company have brought me to where I am today. I'd like to begin by expressing my appreciation to all of my teachers for the past 2 years at IB, but also those who have known me since I joined BIS 7 years ago. I still fail to wrap my head around how quickly those 7 years have passed. I'm sure Mr. Salah would agree. Some of you have seen me grow from the shy and reserved 11-year-old I once was to the confident and slightly taller person I am today. I certainly thank you all for the schooling, but perhaps most importantly, I'm grateful for all the wisdom and life lessons you've extended over the years. I have BIS to thank for my teachers, but I also have BIS to thank for the people I've met over the years who have gone on to be my closest friends. To those very people, I need you guys to know that you have no idea how to inspire me. Witnessing your lives unfold, and for all of us to grow together as people, has been one of my greatest joys. I thank you for each and every moment that I've been so lucky to spend with you all, and I love you all very much. To my two sisters, who are sitting somewhere in the audience today, I can't stress enough what your company means to me. And I do owe you more, especially because it's probably that's what you're doing having me as your older brother. I also have my family back home in Bangladesh to thank, who's where I've always been with me. And finally, to the two people sitting in this room today, without whom none of this would have been possible at any level. My parents, Mom, Papa. I owe you guys a debt that I can never imagine paying. The fact that you're raising me and raising me well. We've always had the oral tradition in my house about being uncompromising about what's right and what's wrong, knowing where your true priorities lie, and really grasping that striving to be a good person triumphs over any other goal that you can set for yourself. I don't have the words to thank you for all that you have done for me. What I can do is dedicate all that I am and everything I hope to achieve to you guys. I love you very much.
Congratulations to the pair. We would now like to invite your Alfataim today to present the Valedictorian Award.
On behalf of the Futtaim Education Foundation and the Futtaim family, I would like to also congratulate the class of 2022. The awardee is a naturally gifted and talented student. She started the IB journey with a perfect score on all components. She has impressively maintained her high aspirations and attainment for the past 2 years. Her achievements are a testament to her dedication and perseverance. The awardee's academic potential is evident in all research subject and internal assessment. She has conducted high-quality research, linking real-life application to the IB curriculum. As a foundation, we're very proud to have students that are very passionate. As a student who was able to submit her internal assessment in chemistry that really exceeded the scope of the IB curriculum and go over and beyond. So congratulations on that. The awardee has also led the school's Sustainability Council and organized various events bringing awareness to global issues such as ozone depletion. The project included many initiatives such as paper and plastic bottle recycling and raising awareness on the Sustainable Development Goals. The project were launched as a whole school project, which inspired younger students and her peers. While the awardee has excelled academically, she is held in high esteem and integrity and positivity with both students and staff in her community. The Valedictorian Award for the class of 2022 goes to Sara Radi.
Hello. Second, guys. Sorry. Okay. Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Saradi. Oh. Sorry, guys. A little nervous. Okay. So, today we officially completed, as Ms. Masand always says, the 2-year marathon. And oh, what a ride it has been. I could still remember my first day of IB, walking into school in my non-school uniform, feeling like I could take on the world, with a mask strapped very tightly around my face and a bottle of sanitizer in my hand. What I didn't realize at the time, and I'm pretty sure most of you would agree, is that I had no idea what I was walking into. Nevertheless, I stand here in front of you today, having completed this 2-year journey, knowing that I wouldn't have made it this far without this incredible community of students, teachers, and faculty members. So firstly, thank you to my family, whom I owe everything that I am. Especially, thank you to my best friend, the dazzling woman that I call Mom. Thank you, Mom, for everything you do for me and the endless love and support you provided me with. To all the teachers, thank you. You helped make subjects that quite literally felt incomprehensible easy. Your hard work over the last 2 years and more has helped shape me and undoubtedly the entire cohort into who we are today. So thank you. To the IB team, thank you. From the missed deadlines to the infinite meetings and assemblies, our cohort has definitely faced some challenges, but you always believed in us and gave us the responsibility that helped us all grow. So thank you. And finally, to the graduating class of 2022, the future is not a distant reality anymore. It begins here. It begins today. As teachers turn into professors, subjects turn into modules, classrooms turn into lecture halls, I wish you all the best of luck in your next chapter of life. It has been an honor being part of your cohort, and I know that each and every single one of you is destined for something great. Thank you.
Congratulations to Sara. We would like to now invite Mr. O'Connor to the stage for the director's address.
Good afternoon to all of you. Can I first off just say thank you so much for being here. We have been denied so many opportunities over the last couple of years to gather together, and you are all so very welcome to celebrate with us this very special group of people. And can I also say hello to those people that are joining us on the live stream as well. We have many members of our community not joining us physically, but also online, so welcome to them too. Class of 2022, congratulations on your graduation. Every cohort is unique and experience challenges which no other year group will. But I think it is important to consider the particular barriers that you have overcome. The exams which you sat this term were the first external exams which you have taken. Every other cohort who has previously graduated will have had the advantage of sitting exams and will have experienced and, more importantly, practiced the skills required to be successful. But you did not. Unlike many other schools around the world, Dear International School has managed to stay open, delivering face-to-face classes over the last 2 years. However, there can be no question that your experiences will have been impacted by the protocols in place. Although necessary, it is not a natural thing to remain socially distanced, nor is it to wear masks. Your social opportunities have been curtailed, and the experiences which the school can offer have also been limited. And all of these factors make your successes all the more impressive. I really hope that you are proud of yourselves as we gathered here today are proud of you. We will all carry so many memories of you both individually and as a group, and today is about celebrating these wonderful achievements. The world has changed significantly since you joined DIS, and whilst there have been many achievements across the world, there is no question that your generation will face significant challenges in the future. Solving problems my generation has as yet been unable to defeat. Whether this is the pandemic, climate change, population migration, political disengagement, or the fracturing of society as a consequence of technology, there is no doubt that you have big issues to face. We continually hear in the press that people your age will have jobs no one's imagined, artificial intelligence will move ahead of humans in terms of capability, and that schools no longer prepare young people for the future. It won't surprise you to hear that I disagree with this. But just before you finish school, I want you to reflect on what it was all for. What have you gained? Well, the first thing is knowledge. Undoubtedly, you now know more than you did, and you'll have picked up a vast array of facts and figures which you'll be able to recite. But it is worth thinking, how many of these will you remember in 3 or even 5 years' time? And how many of these facts, more pertinently, are readily available in some form of search on those devices I'm sure you all have in your pockets? Well, you've gained qualifications as well, and these are vital and will act as a form of passport which the wider world will rightly recognize and demand. These will show what you have achieved and point to what you can do in the future. But, as I hope you well know, schools are far more than this. Friends, your friendship groups will have changed, but I've no doubt you've met people that will help shape you into the individuals you are today. This is one of the last occasions after all those assemblies, social events, trips, that you will be gathered together as a group. Soon you'll be heading off around the world. Some of the people here you will stay in touch with, conceivably for the rest of your life. And technology means that it is far easier to stay in touch at a distance. But you will also lose contact with many of those people here today, and that is only right. But remember, somewhere out there, there are many people who will be central to your lives for years to come. They just haven't met you yet. The fourth thing, and the most important, I believe, is that you will have gained values. One of the wisest pieces of advice that I ever received, that it is very rarely our life experiences that bind us to others, or our knowledge. What will make you lifelong friends is shared values. Values are the foundation of your education, and we all have values to which we hold true. Some are shared, some are personal. But the importance of these cannot be overemphasized, and they will transcend everything else and hopefully be able to steer you to what you hold true for the rest of your lives. So if you'll permit me, allow me one last time to reinforce a couple of values which we have tried to instill with you whilst you've been with us. The first is leadership. You are all leaders, whether you wish to be or not. Your upbringing, your education, the context of your lives places you as leaders now, and you will be for the rest of your lives. You can't avoid this. People will look to you for direction, and you will be able to have a significant impact on the world and on the lives of others. But you must remember that leadership is as much a responsibility as a compliment. The world needs leaders, and the world needs you as leaders, but you need to consider what type of leader you will be. The second value I hope you carry is to embrace failure. When I first arrived at DIS, I was asked what I hoped every student would learn, and that one thing is to understand the role of failure in success and how to cope with not achieving what you set out to do. Success is easy and is often surrounded by others rightly congratulating you on what you've achieved. However, if you are to achieve all that you can, you must first recognize that failure is the initial step on that road to complete fulfillment. No significant milestone has ever been achieved the first time, but the history of the world is littered with examples of those who understood how to respond to setbacks, to change what they did, and to move on. Do not fear failure, but recognize its inevitable role in you achieving all that you can. And my last suggestion is happiness. You all want to be happy, but remember that happiness does not come from success. Happiness, however, is the context from which success grows. At Deer International School, we aim to nurture happy students. It's not always easy, but it is our foremost aim. And it's an oft-repeated observation, but nonetheless important to remember, that no one ever looks back on their lives wishing they'd worked harder. Never lose focus of the importance of this, and many people this evening have mentioned this. Remember, the simplest way to ensure that you are happy is to help those around you to be happy too. Class of 2022, you are amazing people, and I do hope you know how enormously proud we are of all of you. I hope the world is kind to you, and I wish you the very best of luck. Thank you. I now wish to move on to an award which is being presented only for the second year this year. The Director's Award is presented to the student who, over their time at the school, has demonstrated the values of both Deer International School and the Futtaim Education Foundation. This year's awardee is described as kind, empathetic, creative, and a sincere student. She has a respectful and compassionate approach towards her peers and school community. She is one of the most celebrated and decorated Model United Nations delegates at DIS and has led the DIS MUN 2021 as Secretary General. This dedication to international mindedness and global issues is highlighted in one of her personal goals, which is to tackle the issues of inequality and inefficiency of clean water distribution in sub-Saharan African countries. The awardee also led a group of students from Year 11 to IB2 in the Dream Big project, which has been mentioned already, to work on improving and creating innovative spaces within our school's campus to enhance the IB experience at DIS. And I think one of the checks of real leaders is that those that make changes, knowing that they will never see themselves. This idea stemmed from seeing surveys in the past from Futtaim Education Foundation indicating a dream to introduce innovative spaces for our campus, and so she led on this aspirational project to design and create our new IB Learning Hub. She's also an enthusiastic team member as for the under-19 football team and has helped coach the under-14 girls football team, as well as being an award-winning poet, winning Best Poet Award at the Emirates Literature Festival. I'm absolutely delighted to say that this year's awards winner of the Director's Award goes to Janet Issa. Congratulations, Janet. And finally, another very special award. We all know that Dubai is a transient city, and the impact on an establishment such as a school is that, unlike many other schools around the world, students do not necessarily stay in one place for the whole of their school careers. And sadly, saying goodbye to friends and peers happens all too often. And this makes the achievement of these students so special, as they have all been at Deer International School right from the beginning in FS1. This is an amazing achievement, both for them and for their parents as well. And I would like to ask them to stand for this achievement to be recognised. It's also worth saying, all of these students will also receive an additional award, a memento, in their packs beneath their chairs. So could I ask the following people to stand, please? Firstly, Sakshi Al-Flani, Yusuf Al-Aradi, Athma Omar bin Al-Garer, Mohammed Al-Shimari, David Morkos, Khalifa Mubarak, Aman Shamir Ahmed. Stand up and stay standing up. Come on, we're going to give you a big round of applause in a minute. Elisa Maria Karam, Jennifer Alawadi, and finally, but very importantly, Saifana Mariam. To all of you, huge congratulations. Well done. Thank you.
would now like to invite Ms. Keyword to the stage to present the Head Boy and Head Girl Award.
Good evening, everybody. The role of head boy and head girl is a prestigious position most students will aspire for and work towards their DIS career. It is needless to say that our head boy and head girl were making tracks for this post very early on. During the interview week back in 2020, November, it was commented by Mr. Egan that he saw head girl qualities in Eliza when she was in his tutor group in Year 9. Eliza was already making movements and following her passion around various debating leagues and organising key events for our students to get involved in. Zaher, he was recognised by most staff and students for his leadership skills and academic achievement throughout his school years, taking 90% of the community votes to reward him with this prestigious title. Yet, we must recognise them as a team, alongside Ali as Deputy Head Boy and Alyssa as Deputy Head Girl. The student leadership team for 2021 were up against many challenges that COVID brought our way. However, the legacy they leave us with is the promotion of well-being at DIS. They started the foundations of the Wellbeing Hub, working alongside Carmel and Miss Hannon, as they could recognise mental health issues were a growing concern, mainly due to the pandemic. We also thank them for promoting the I Am DIS philosophy through art and photography, and for raising the engagement of our alumni network. May we recognise and appreciate Zaher Al-Araf and Eliza Fatani as our head students and welcome on the stage.
I've had the wonderful pleasure of serving as head boy, and I've got Ms. Keyworth, the IB team, and most importantly, the class of 2022 to thank for that. I'd like to begin on another note of gratitude on behalf of my peers and myself by thanking all those without whom this evening and our collective journeys at DIS would not have been possible. May I please have a warm round of applause for all members of management, staff, and certainly all parents integral to our time here at DIS. Now, I wish to dedicate this platform to the very people who have been DIS to me, my peers, the class of 2022. To avoid cliches, I'm going to stop myself from referring to us as a big family. But it goes without saying that we have been at least as influential to each other as our families have been to us. We've seen each other go through some of our most trying times in life thus far. We've seen each other make some of our biggest decisions. We were there to support each other, chant each other's successes, and sometimes even, lend a shoulder to cry on. Safe to say that IB has not been a walk in the park for any of us. And that's okay, because we had each other. When you boil things down to its core, it's just a load of memories. And it's safe to say that we've all made some memories together that will stand the test of time. From the antics that followed ditch day and pajama day, from drenching each other like lunatics in the water fight, to cramming new content in the common room an hour before entering the exam hall, or even huddling together and praying 5 minutes before entering because all hope seemed lost. Again, it was not a walk in the park for any of us. There's no other group of people I'd rather have made these memories with. I can say without a shred of doubt that each and every one of you will go on to achieve spectacular things in life. Perhaps the only thing that saddens me a bit is that we won't all be there to witness each other's successes together from here on out. Thank you, class of 2022, and please, massive round of applause.
My fellow graduates, friends, and peers, today is a very special day for all of us, not just because this ceremony represents the end of our high school journey, but because in many ways, today also represents the end of our childhood. Many years of late nights finishing homework and pleading with our teachers to give us a chill lesson have culminated in this short and somewhat bittersweet graduation ceremony. Let's take a brief look back at our collective high school journey. These past few years have been a whirlwind of emotions. From the pure joy of learning a math test had been delayed, to the shock horror of being forced to sub in for someone else on sports day, we've all had our fair share of good and bad moments. Doing a program as rigorous as the IB has also taught us many invaluable skills, like how to cite a research paper, how to start an assignment the day it is due, and the art of nursing one's self-esteem after being humbled time and time again by less than wonderful test scores. And of course, there were the people who made our journey so special. Those who we encountered on a daily basis, like our teachers who supported us throughout everything, our classmates and friends who on many occasions acted as our personal therapists, tutors, and cheerleaders. The security guards who greeted us with a warm smile on their faces each morning and saw us off after our last exam with flower petals and teary-eyed goodbyes. And the cafeteria staff who tried their best to remain kind and understanding, despite having to remind us far too many times that they no longer accepted cash. Then there were those who operated largely behind the scenes, whose faces we rarely saw, but whose impact was felt widely throughout our school campus. The cleaning staff, who for the most part remained hidden in the shadows, but never failed to keep our school spotless. And members of the IT department, who would often rush in heroically and fix in 30 seconds what the entire class could not figure out for the past 20 minutes. All of these people have shaped our school experience in a way that is often underestimated and underscored. But without them, this school would simply not be the same. Of all places in the world, and of all the people I could have spent these past few years with, I feel incredibly blessed to have ended up here at DIS with this cohort and these members of staff. I, like many others, began my time at this school with a habit of staying quiet, feeling anxious around others, and wondering how I was going to adjust. But instead of finding myself isolated or alone, I found myself embraced, celebrated by my peers with a friendliness and camaraderie that is incredibly unique to DIS in particular. For me, this school has been, for over 7 years, a place of comfort, a place of safety, a place where I felt seen and appreciated, and a place I call home. These last few years have been so good to me, I'm honestly afraid I might have peaked in high school. And for that, I'd like to thank my parents, whose sacrifices are the reason I stand here today, and my older sister, Iman, who is my best friend in the entire world. I would also like to thank the Futtaim Education Foundation in particular, because my time here has brought so much goodness to my life, and I hope that every child around the world gets to experience the same amount of love and care that I have received at this school. The work of this foundation has brought me opportunities I could never have dreamed of having, and for that I am extremely grateful. It's been an absolute honor to be your head girl and represent you all for these past 2 years. And now, with great pride, I would like to ask you all, the graduating class of 2022, to please stand up for the changing of the tassels. You may now move the tassels on your cap from the right to the left as a symbol of the monumental change in our lives that we celebrate today. Congratulations, everyone. By the grace of God, we did it. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We would now like to welcome Mr. Cleary to the stage to coordinate the exit.
Good evening, everyone. We'd appreciate your support with exiting, and the first part of that is if you can remain in your seats for the moment, please, until you're instructed about the exits. All groups of people will be exiting on the left-hand side through the lobby. Can I ask the students in row A and row B to stand up and to proceed to exit, please? If students in row C and row D can please stand up and exit, please. Students in row E, can you stand up and exit, please? If I can please ask the parents on my left-hand side to please stand up and exit through the same exit, please. Thank you very much. Parents on the right-hand side, you can also please exit. You'll enter, or they'll exit through the same exit on my left-hand side, please. There is no exit through the front or the entrance, please. Thank you. Have a good evening.